On previous videos, we've captured some data, we've displayed it back to the screen, and we've validated it of sorts, and then we've stored that data off to a file on disk. Now we're going to add in some extra validation around storing that data off to a file. So without further ado, let's go! So in the last video, we created a file to store the data that we'd captured into. And we'd set 3 fields in that random access file, and we'd set the name field as being 20 characters long, the color field as being 20 characters long, and 3 characters for the number. But that's going to give us some problems because when the user keys data in on the screen, there's no check to make sure that they're not putting anything in longer that's 20 characters for the name and the color. So this will cause us a problem. So let me demonstrate. So if I run this program now and I key in a really long name, that should be longer than 20 characters. Let's just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Yeah, that's longer than 20 characters. So that's my name. And my favorite color today, my favorite color is a color that looks like blue. That's definitely longer than 20 characters. And my favorite number, I mean, it's 3 because we got the validation in here. Because if I did that, we can't have a number over 500. So let's just have my number as 500. Now you can see the mess we've got on the screen because now all the data is cluttered and it's just blech, it's horrible. But we do want to save this, so let's save that data. And the data's saved okay, so we can go and take a look at the file now, and let's have a look and see what data has actually been captured. Here we are in directory Opus, so this is the folder where that file, my data, has been created. So if I select that and then select read, and this should show us the data that was captured from the screen. Now, we haven't got all of it because for my name, it's just put Yawning Angel Lover because it's only got 20 characters for that field. Favorite color, today my favorite K, and it's all been cut off, it's all been truncated, and it's also seems to have affected the number as well because that should be 500 but it's only put in 50. So by not validating the length of those fields that we're keying in, it's actually corrupting the data that's being written to the file. So what we're going to do in this video is do some quick and dirty validation just to stop people putting in values, information which is greater than 20 characters long. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Back in our code then, so let's create a new procedure. So we'll call this, because we're effectively creating a new validation procedure. So I'm going to keep it with the other procedures that we've already got here. So we'll call this check string length. And we need 3 values coming into this. We need the length of the string that we're validating. We need the string value itself, and we need the name of the field. So let's do this, and we'll end the procedure. Obviously, we need to pass back our good old friend result string because we need to know whether this is passed or failed. The first thing we will do is set result string to fail. Okay, and then we're going to say if len, so len is the command you need here. If the length of the string that has come in is greater than the length we have set, then we're going to need to error. So we need to set result string to pass our error message back, don't we? Like we've done in the past. So result string will equal f string, because that's the name of our field, then plus cannot be greater than, just space, plus then what we're doing here is going to convert L, which is a number, into a string, so it will work with this string that we're creating. So str string is the command there. L is the value that we're converting, plus, and then we want, so we've got another space, characters. Oh, let me just tidy up the spelling there. Characters, full stop, and there we go. Else, result, oh no, result string, typing is all over the place, save me. Result string equal pass, and then we'll end if, and then we'll go in here and we'll press F3 to indent all of that. So what's going on here then? So what we're, as I said, we're going to pass in the length of the field that we're validating. So we would pass in, say, the value 20 would come in here. The value of the field, which will be whatever the user has keyed in for that field, and the name of the field. So it could be name, name or color. Then here we're checking the length. So if the length of that string that has come in is greater than the length we have defined, so if someone's keyed in a massive long name and it's greater than 20 characters, we're setting our error message here to say basically the name of that field cannot be greater than, and then because this is a string we're building, we have to convert that number that is in L into a string. That's what that will do. Plus characters, that's the end of the sentence. Otherwise we set it to pass, and then we pass back result string. So what we can do now is plug this procedure in to the name field, and let's see what it does. So this chunk of code here is dealing with the entry capture of name. So after this initial piece of validation, where we've made sure that it wasn't blank, so let's go down to line 125, and we're going to call our new procedure check strlen, and we're going to pass in, and we needed to pass in the length. So that's going to be 20 characters. The field, which will be name dollar, name string, and then the name of the field, which is name, like that, and close that square bracket off. Brilliant. So now we just need to do the same piece of code, how we handle any messages coming back. So line 130, so if param dollar not equal to pass, then we need to at 135 locate, we're doing the same thing here, 1, 3, and we'll go pen 4, line 140, print param dollar, and then we need to go back, so 145, go to, because now we need to come back up to make sure the user does enter something sensible. Go to line 50, and then we'll do a 150 end if, and let's go up and just indent that. Now the hyper observant amongst you might say, well, hang on, this code here is identical to this code here, so maybe we want to think about putting that into a procedure as well. If you want to do that, go ahead, not a problem. Right, okay, so now we've got this second check-in. Let's see if it works. So now if I just run this code, so here we are, enter your name, so Yawning Angel, lover of all things Amiga. And now I'm going to press enter. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. Name cannot be greater than 20 characters. Got a bit of a space issue here, but I can sort that out. But it's worked. It's checked the value of that string, so the length of that string, and it's thrown the error, and I've got my error message here. So now, Yawning Angel, and it validates correctly, and now we move on to the color. So the next thing I'm going to do is add that same validation into here, and then we'll run that again. But I'm not going to take you through all of that code. We'll just jump straight to it. So I've added that call to that same procedure for the color. So here we're passing over again 20 characters long, the value that whatever goes into $, and the name of the field is color, and then we're handling the error again. So if there is a problem, then we loop back up here and we ask the user to enter the color again. So let's go in now and check. So we know that name works, so let's go for color. Today my favorite color is victory. Look at that, and it's, whoops, just knocked the microphone. Yep, there it is. Color cannot be greater than 20 characters. Fantastic, that's working. So if I just do blue, and we're on to number. So, a bit of an interesting thing here. I'm not going to put that validation in for number. So if I do Control C on the keyboard while this program's running, that will break into the code. So if I go down here, so we know full well for number, if I just move that up a bit, for number we're already checking that it can't be greater than 500. And because that's a numeric value, you know, to enter anything, you can't enter anything longer than that. Well, I mean, you can enter it, but the program won't let you. So I'm not going to do a length validation check for number. So the next thing to do now is just to run the program all the way through, save the data to the file, and we'll take a look at the file and see what's been saved. Right, so we're running the program now, so let's try this. So what is my name? So my name is Yawning Angel, or Engole, Yawning Angel, lover of Amiga. Oh, it's greater than 20 characters. So yawning angel. So how many characters has that given me? That has given me 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So can I have 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let's try that. Yep, that's good. Favorite color. My favorite color today, it is green. Oh, look at that. That's under 20 characters. So that's all good. And my favorite number today will be 15. So we still got a bit of an issue here. That's something to tidy up some of the screen display later on. But that's for another video. So we got my name is Yawning Angel Amiga. My favorite color is to date is green, and that's 15. So if I press Y to save that, data is saved okay. So now let's go into Directory Opus and have a look at that data. Back here in Directory Opus, so there's the My Data file, which is created by our program. So if I now read this, and let's see what data we've got. And we've got Yawning Angel Amiga for the name. Today it is green was my color, and the number 15. It's now making us enter data which will fit the field lengths of the file. So it captures what is entered onto the screen is captured onto the file, and that was the purpose of that validation. So based on that, it's all good. Right, so that's it for this video. Thank you ever so much for watching. Really appreciate your time. Like and subscribe if you wish. In future videos, we're going to try and read the data back from the file and maybe start doing some exciting stuff on the screen with Windows and stuff. But a little bit of homework if you want to go away and have a try at this. So we've got some code here which is duplicated as part of our validation check-in. So it's all possible to put this code into a procedure as well. So that might be something you want to think about and give a try. So you're only actually writing this code once, but calling the procedure each time you want to present the error message back to the screen. It's something to think about, or maybe even incorporate it into the validation procedure, although I wouldn't really do that. Procedures should really just be one-trick ponies. They should just do one thing. Anyway, I'll leave that to you. Please leave any comments you like in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers, bye.